Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to part 24 of coloring Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Last time we got that part done, which I still think looks okay. And then I was debating what I was going to do next, but I feel like I should get this bit started. Or, well, continue. The cat agrees. And I'm probably going to go just down into the gems, because that sort of makes sense to me. And then we could just go down the other way later on. Let's just see. I might want to adjust a little bit. Seems about right. I don't want to pull it too far that way because then it'll really be in my face. So that part. Now I think that we're going to have to white out the lines on the little hat. Oh, I think I started calling it a beanie. And here on the top it's going to be dark from that, so I feel like I don't have to, but the rest I still have to white out a bit. Still got to find that perfect way to white it out. Because this is just not ideal. So it would be nice to find the answer. Now this I'm probably going to be doing with the Posca. And well, on this bit we learned that putting Posca over this is a bad idea, so away it goes. I feel like I want to do the gems first. A little bit of a smudge. Since that's going to be red, I really want to make sure that I have white paper. Now again, that is not really the smallest one, which I am aware not everyone has, but well, I do, so I use it. I want to start with the red one. I like red. I think it's my favorite color, I think. And this one doesn't provide me with enough reds, or that's the way I feel anyways. It's probably because it's put weirdly, because part of it is here and then the red is there, but I'm feeling these more. It's just, it's a preference thing. No, it is a bit deep scarlet. I feel it has to go over it. So that's this one. Ah, you gotta love round pencils. Maybe the normal scarlet, or well, the scarlet red. Of course. That one, you're just gonna have to trust me that this is it. I do have a replacement. It's just I can still put it in the extender, so this is the dark red. Do I need that? Because these are too similar. Now what I would like to do to get darker is either go into this, because that actually is sort of nice, or maybe even the Caput Mortuum Violet. Why is it named that? Why? Why? No, it's gotta be this. I'm definitely going to be needing my extender for this. So this, I think I was pointing at the 217. Yes, but it is the 225, just to clarify. Yeah, sharpener time. I'm just gonna start with that really, really dark one. Oh, good. Page is kind of curling up. So my pencils are just staying there, which is fine, I guess. Alright, so the dark part is over here. Camera is kind of in my face. Let's just see if I can sort of adjust. Well, that's very close, but it is less in my face. I just gotta remind myself that when I go to other areas, I kind of adjust the camera again. I'm kind of debating whether I mind it being very small, and I do. And the problem is not the holding it. It's kind of like you want it to rest over there. Something, I don't know. So I'm still waiting for my results for my foot adventure. There's an online environment I already checked. So I've already kind of written, well, I've already read the result. And the result of the x-ray is, that is one healthy looking foot. So yay, what is wrong then? I hate that. I mean, it's not like I wanted it to be fractured, but then I would have known when it was. Now it's still unknown. But oh well. I have my coloring, so I'll just do that. And so at that point, it seems like there's a little bit of dark in there, but it's not dark dark. Huh. So I'll just grab that 225 and go lightly. And blend it with that 19, I think. Was it the 19? Yes, 219. I feel like that red is very opaque, so you kind of have to do the darker parts again. Doesn't seem to do that with other colors, but red seems to be, oh, very pigmented, I guess. And then I was going to use that 18 to kind of top it off, especially on that left side where there's going to be light. And then I feel like that looks like a gem. Even though there is another red one over there-ish, this one I think, I'm just going to put them away for now, because otherwise there will be too much stuff. Now into that green one. Where are my green poly swatches? Oh, here they are. Because it's not a fun green, so it's more like, I don't know. It's more like another one. Yeah, chrome. That is, right, chrome. This is just very dark. And I do always want to get that permanent. But I feel that one as well. And that is, I don't know, I feel like I can make that work. But I'm not sure why I got that. I might want to swap it. Switchy swap it. So instead of 266, I might want to go into one of these. And I'm going for the 168 because it's longer than my 170. Makes no sense, but feels like a silly reason to go for a certain pencil. Like, it's longer, but I mean, they are very similar, so I guess that explains it. All right. So it's actually kind of bigger. It kind of goes on out here as well. So just go over the line over here, I think, with that dark one. Yeah, it's just mostly dark over here. Not even sure why I grabbed the lighter one. Just leave a little bit open. But yeah, as far as I know right now, apparently my foot is a-okay. Doesn't feel like it, but that's kind of always what happens to me. Like, I never really have issues. But when I do, no one seems to know what it is. Alright, blues. Let's just see which has the most flavors, or the best flavors. Well, I've been doing these with the polys, so I'll just stick to it. Alright, so that will be the Helio Blue Reddish, I think is going to be the darkest one. $144. And then something, well, light but not too light. I think, oh my god, no. The 145. So let's just start with that Helio Blue Reddish. Because I like go from dark to light. Nothing. No, it's not really dark, but that's a weird point. And then to, what was the other one? Cobalt Blue Greenish. What? Alright. I don't feel like it's greenish. And then into light phthalo blue. Which also has a very, seems to have a fragile point. But I can work with it. Comes out of the sharpener like that. I have two options, and I just keep going till I have a point that looks sturdy. Or just hope for the best. I hoped for the best, and that worked out. Alright, so now back into the stones. I'm just gonna go, yeah, I'm not gonna say, because I'll be all over the place anyways. That's how it goes. There's purple. There's a very distinct purple, which is gonna have to be, is this the 100? Ooh. Point is still sort of good. And people say you gotta like sharpen often, but when does your point really need sharpening? And if you can work with it, then the point is good, right? And if the result is good, then, well, you were right about the point or something. people have different definitions of what a sharp point looks like. Although probably if you can stand your pencil up on the point, then we can conclude it is definitely blunt. Other than that, I have no idea when sharp is sharp and when blunt is blunt. I don't know. Can't help you there. Probably one of those, you gotta feel it or something. I don't know. Alright, then probably black. Because there is shading going on. Shady business. Can't quite figure out what goes where. Like what color it's going to be, but I'm just going to start with the black. My cat is destroying something in the background. Again. So this is not like light pressure, but it's definitely not, well, hard. What is that? Where's that coming from? Be gone. Yeah, looks weird. Weird is what we are going for. Very dark. All right, sepia, why not? We are still on the screen. That is awesome. It does make all kinds of sense to do that. Just somehow I forget every now and then. And so there was that line, and there's a flibbly thingy here which is missing, and oh well, kind of have to figure it out yourself. What is going on up here? I feel like I want to go dark pretty much up to that line, because that'll also kind of take care of the line. It's sunny weather, it is daytime, we have background noise, but might as well just start getting used to it. Because the next few months are going to be like that. I keep trying to avoid it, but then there comes a point when I just cannot color anymore. So might as well just ease everyone into the background noise. Get used to it. That kind of looks nice. Although, I'm just seeing that on camera the light is not helping, but I can just turn it away for now. I'll just turn that down a few. I personally don't really need it for coloring. It's more a camera setup kind of thing, I guess. Well, these darker colors do seem to be very reflective. Has everything to do with that burnishing thing that I end up doing, of course. And so that dark kind of continues around here to create some shadow. Up here is basically dark as well. I might go in there with the dark sepia at some point to just create some texture. But is there a little bit of blue glow coming off this? I feel like there might be, but not sure. So there's a shimmer somewhere over here. which I'm just going to do with the Posca. So if you don't have any kind of highlighter, then, well, problem, because I will not be drawing that shimmer in. I will be drawing the shimmer on. Let's see what I can do with this line thing, though, because it's confusing me. This kind of makes sense to me. And here I said I might actually be doing those gems as well, but I feel like my timer is already disagreeing with that. That's okay. We want to do it right, not fast. I want to do it right, not fast. If you want to make it fast, just speed up the video. You can just color along at twice the speed, or maybe more. Alright, I'm going to grab that darker one, which is not this. Nope, it is not. It is this. Yes. See, that's what I'm kind of, like, some people would say that's a sharp point, but I disagree. See, I like it. I like this just a little better. Now, you can't even see the difference, I think. Which kind of shows how picky I can be about the word sharp. Oh, my neighbors are so going to be on YouTube. But, well, if it's a very private conversation, you wouldn't be having it out on the street loud enough for my mic to pick it up. So, you can't really help it. Translation might be weird. Like, for those who actually turn on, like, the subtitles, that'll be interesting. Where YouTube goes, what am I translating here? The neighbors? You? You and the neighbors? Well. So if it becomes a bit of a interesting mess in the subtitles, well, sorry. File a complaint with the neighbors. I don't know who it is. I don't want to check either. I don't want to know who it is. They have the right to be there. It's daytime. It's, yeah. They cannot help it that these houses are just bad. It's a thing. Everybody here knows it. These houses are just bad. They keep out the rain, and that's about it. Okay, so this is looking okay. Okay, it's okay. So now we're going to have to actually color. There's some sort of blue coming off that rock, which I'm going to go for bluish gray 145. Just a bit of a blue with a gray in there. That one is even more so, though. Might that be better, even? Well, I'm going to go over that with something. I don't know if the polys have something like that, but I feel like I'm becoming more acquainted with my pencils. Like, I know what I should get and shouldn't get. Like, I know if I need a bit of a grayish kind of blue, that I'm better off with the Pablos. And so we now have that weird rainbow vibe. That's good. Weird rainbow vibes are good. That's what we're going for. That's what happened over there. It's what happened there, and that turned out good. So keep the rainbow vibes going. There is something light going on right there. Again, these are just fractions of the entire painting, so I feel like more must have been going on over there. Might it be ash gray? Do I have that lying around? I do. Because I still have everything lying around. Kind of on purpose. You can't see this. That's interesting. Well, you can, but you can't. Kind of situation. Just get a light beige as well. Just so that I know that I put it there. Then into the rocks. Which I was looking at these really dark colors. Oh, he's back. The other cat. He's so sad. So that'll be that beaster. Alright. Going in with this. There are some lighter areas, so I'm going to avoid that for a bit. He's so sad. It's probably because it's sunny outside. So he wants me to create him a little spot in the sun. I'll be doing that in a bit. Because last time became, well, of course that was a weird video. They're all weird. But, you know, with a kind of very persistent cat. Yeah, it's a cat. He does that. He's just doing cat things, really. But that'd be a little bit weird. Alright, so there's a purple going on there. It's actually pointing at the reference, but I want to avoid pulling that thing back and forth the whole time. Is it the periwinkle blue? Why? Is that this? Yes. With a interesting point, but I'll take it. Guess it just needs to be a little bit. Well, it does give off color pretty well. And there's like a orange feel to it. I feel salmon again. Salmon. I've used that before as well. Probably on that. So it's kind of good that colors are returning. Do we have more of this? Maybe over here. Over here I feel like I'm going to need that. What is it? 182 is it? Yes, 182. Because there's just some light things here that I want to keep. I'll just put them over here as well. Just a little bit. So that it makes sense. To me. Maybe not to you, but it does to me. I'm thinking brownish beige. It's probably, yeah, it could be. Could be. I'm going for the umber as well. Just to give it all a little bit of a different shade of brown. So it doesn't all become mashed up. Because on the swatch card, this is actually a brown that seems to have a bit of a green tone in there. Not when you put it on the salmon though. Then it's all of a sudden a very distinct brown. Don't want to go down too much because it seems to be turning into black over there. It's funny how I don't really get that green feel over here. Even though on my swatches it seems to be there. So these dark areas, I don't know, I feel like I should just re-darken them. Or not. Let's just see how that looks. Yes. See if I can put the camera so that it works for everyone. Me and the camera. Ooh, I'm starting to like this. I guess that is one of those things that, I mean, I was looking at my videos like, alright, so really, what is there to see? And I think what it's mostly there is that part where it's messy and then all of a sudden turns into a little bit of a something. Why is my stomach grumpy again? That'll be my thing. My stomach is my mascot. Along with the cat, who gave up, which is good. She give up. Give it up, kitty. I think he went back downstairs. That's good. I had to rescue a bee today. Because it somehow ended up inside the house. It was just sitting on the couch. And then all of a sudden I hear that buzzing. So apparently it just used me as a taxi to get inside the house or something. But then of course the cats are like, ooh, that goes zzz, we want it. So I had to rescue that little fella. Who was apparently just sitting on me, waiting for me to go inside. I think I even had my coffee and everything, and then all of a sudden it decided to just fly away. So, I don't know, apparently I looked like a flower. I looked very floral today. I didn't, but the bee thought differently. He's back outside with his family, or I don't know. But he's back where he, well, I'd say belongs, but he's going to be more comfy outside. I sure hope so. And so this looks like all the shading is in the wrong place, so I might have to fiddle with that a bit. Oh my god, stomach, stop it. If only that would help. I need something darker, so I'm going into the 45 from that brown. See if that kind of works. Wow, my stomach is really interesting now. Gotta go way darker. Just where that dark sepia comes in. Wow, my stomach is like we haven't eaten in a month. What are you doing? I just had my sandwiches before getting here. Why is everything in the video, everything background is kind of like I'm neglecting everything and everyone here. I am not. Work with me, stomach. No, it is closing into dinner time, which is a stupid time to be coloring because that's the time where all the parents throw their kids outside, like, go play, I need to cook. Could have thought of that. Well, I mean, it just did. Just a little late. Just a tad late thinking of that. I can't really get this exactly like the reference because, again, the lines aren't really matching up. Or just matching. Well, whatever. But it's like I just want to sort of make it look logical. Which I feel I'm kind of failing at the moment. But once I can figure out what is doing that, I will be fine. More black. Why not? Black saves the day. Multi-purpose pencil. I'll get it eventually. Got to keep in mind that this being white probably isn't helping either. Pushing things back. I already noticed that black, it does help. Darker is background, lighter is more to the front. Seems to be the general theory. And sometimes you just need to stop fiddling with things. Which I think is right now. I feel like it sort of looks okay. So I'll be blopping in shimmer. And that shimmer kind of starts over here and goes there. Shimmer. And there's a dot on there. There's a dot on there. There's not really a dot here, but I feel like I should just dot everything. Now we'll go over that again. Probably on those sides though. I need to adjust them. I actually have two of these. This one is a bit newer. I think I can make some cleaner lines with that. Ooh, I definitely use this in combination with the ivory. And then I didn't clean it. Doesn't really matter. Alright, now shimmer part. And so there's just dark behind the hat. I'll just start there. I can do that. I can do just dark. Where's my line? My line is right here-ish. And then it's just kind of into a sort of beige glow kind of thing. Is there any more black? There seems to be a little bit over here. Or at least darker bits. Anyways, just mark those. So right now I'm checking the timer and thinking we can make it. We can also do the gems, but I'm not sure. Don't make promises. Not yet. Because I'm not sure how it's gonna go. I feel like it should sort of flow into each other. I mean, basically going in light with the black will make every color that I put over that just a little darker. Going over my line, aren't I? Oh well. Alright, so from the inside, it seems, I feel like just a light beige and ash gray should do it. So let's just start with that light beige. Just actually sort of picking up the black, which is good. This area is so hard to replicate. It's weird. Alright, so this rock, alright, so into there. But yeah, actually like doing a one-on-one in here is hard. Because I feel like I'm missing so many lines. That sounds like an empty can. Because, you know, just throw your garbage on the street. Why not? Why not just clean yourself up? Clean stuff up? Nah. Someone else is going to do that for you. I'm just going to go sort of light, scribbly. Now, I have noticed that in that area there seems to be, well, it's right there. There seems to be a bit of a, yeah, we can see that. An orangey thingy, which makes sense because these roses are probably there, so you just go for the cinnamon, which I probably still have lying around. So I'm just gonna scribble it in a bit. I feel like the color isn't exactly right, but it'll have to do. So then there's like that really light color. So that has to be the ash. So I don't think I could go, I don't feel cream is making a whole lot of sense. And maybe I could, but I feel like this might just be good enough. If I can maybe put in some lines with a darker beige. So I think if you don't have beiges, or like the Pablos, you'll probably be in the warm grays. This is that, wasn't it the sepia? Yes, the dark one anyways. Gotta create some sort of direction to it. Because I think it looks too light. I might just top that off with a cream. With the literal cream. So the Pablo green, not the poly cream. I'm really trying to be careful with that. I mean, if you're going to use the names, you should use them properly, because, you know, if you grab your poly cream and you are going very yellow. So in the poly, this would be the ivory. I actually had that when I was watching someone color, and they kept saying cream, and I was like so confused, because I was like, but it's not the cream, it's the ivory, isn't it? So it also got me thinking, like, if you're actually coloring along, then, you know, you might not always be watching the screen. So if you're like always naming them wrong, it might be a problem. Just so I tend to just say the number code with it. That way we should be safe. It's not saying I don't make mistakes, but if you insist on naming everything, then you should really try and name them right. Alright, I feel like it sort of looks the same. But of course, with this I haven't done the shimmer part. Not yet. So I'll just start with, there's a rock missing. So I'm gonna sort of draw that, hopefully. It's like right here. Should be a line going, well, just to the side, really, that's about it. That should be it. And because it's really light, I'm gonna just sort of get rid of the line. It's kind of silly that I actually drew that in. Just double checking if I don't have eraser stuck onto my fingernails, but I don't. So I'm just gonna start with that very light, which is gonna be this, because I recall not having very, well, I do have very light ones, but I feel like this is what, yes, spring. Yes, that is kind of going to prove my point. Which one is that? Which is it? It's this one. Because I think I don't have that in my poly set. No, I don't. Might be more of a yellow even. It's debatable. Is it yellow or is it green? Alright. Then there was like a really strange off kind of color over there. I feel is moss green, which makes no sense, but I'm grabbing it anyways. And then everything else, I think I'm going to go for that khaki green. Where are you? I must have used it at some point. And so I have spring and moss, and I just cannot find my khaki. It's weird. I give up. I have no idea where it went, but I'll just pick another color. This is interesting. It's really just missing. Oh, wait, no, put it back in the wrong place. Yes, found it, finally. Right, now that very light part, I might also want to get that line. So that lime is mostly going to be on top. There. This is that spring green, which I'm just kind of blopping in everywhere because it's sort of the main color. Then we have that khaki green to kind of, well, we're going to have to create a bit of line work in there, I guess. Otherwise it just looks like a weird spring green ball, which is not what it should be. And then we have that little dash of dark over here. Just clearly the wrong color, but a little bit of this and a little bit of that will take care of that. I feel like this will do. So now we have the other green. Gonna go for dark green. I think bluish green. I mean, it's going really, really, really dark, which could be maybe into the some form of blue. Deep cobalt green. Which, do I have that here? Something similar? Not there. Well, almost, but something on the top which I feel is greenish blue. So that deep cobalt green is going to be the darkest color. That's a bee, I think. I can hear a bee. Is that inside? Why does it sound like I have a bee inside my house? That makes no sense. I don't have the window open. Did another bee kind of got on me and was like, I'm gonna live with you. He's gonna regret that. Could just be like right outside the window. Trying to find some hole in the wall. So then it actually kind of sounds like it's inside, but it's really not. If it is inside, then, well, guess I'll be rescuing another bee. I be very busy today. That was bad, Dodo. That was so bad. Alright, I feel like this dark isn't dark enough. Can I go over that with the dark green? Maybe I should grab a blue, yeah, maybe a blue, a very dark blue. Prussian blue? Why not? I will be able to find it. Yeah, that's not good. Alright, so the bee sound is gone, so it was definitely outside. Would be kind of weird for a bee to just sit by my window inside, wait, well, a full hour, and then go bzzz. So there's something happening. I was under attack by wild animals. It's kind of like Animal Planet over here. Right, so we've used these two, so now we're going into this was something green, was it? Bluish green? Something green, they're all greens. Having a moment here. Sometimes I'm very smart, sometimes. That top is kind of weird. And this whole thing is turning weird, but... And so that line kind of continues and goes into there. Just becomes a little bit less of a line once it gets there. These are different from the other gems though. They're so big. Alright, so this is... What is it? Oh, Palin, was I going for that or was I going for greenish blue? Why did I grab this? I don't want this. Do I want this? No, I want Veronese. I want that. If I can find it. Because on the Pablos, the barrels are just so not matching the actual color. I'll survive, but would have been nice if it matched just a little better. It should be sort of merge blending it into everything else here, because that line is too harsh. Although it kind of is in the reference as well, so... That doesn't look too awful. Maybe I should just go for jade green. It sounds logical. I just drag it through the green that I already put there. That'd make it murky. I feel okay with that. Almost off screen. I might want to move the camera just a little bit more. Make more sound. Yeah. That was very much in my face. Oh, red, 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 red. I like red. No, I should do the blue one first. Save the things you're looking forward to. Sapphire 150, which is... Alright, 150. What else? Night blue. Night blue. And what else do I want to put in there? What do I have? I had the sapphire and the night. Maybe I should just add blue. Keep things simple. So that dark is mostly there. These didn't really need sharpening, not for me, so that's good. I do feel like my planning is kind of good this time. I didn't spend forever looking for a pencil that I just put in the wrong place in the tin. And it was also upside down, so I couldn't really read it. Unnecessary. I mean, it won't end up on YouTube. Not like that anyways. I mean, I was looking for it, so that would end up there, but not the entire process. Just like I'm making this look like a blue potato right now. Alright, so that's the night. Then we go into that sapphire, I think. Wait, no, blue is darker. Blue is darker than sapphire blue. Oh god, he's back. The cat is back. I'm not sure why. He's probably like, usually he finds a place in the sun, so maybe there's something wrong there. Like his blankie is in the wrong place. So that's just him going, should fix it. Did I just turn it into a heart? Not that that's a bad thing, but I'm not sure it was a heart in the reference. Well, it is now. This is such a lovely blue. Put some hearts in there. Into that sapphire. I feel I'm going to need a lighter blue. He is so sad. Maybe my cats are just complaining about the fact that I have nothing to complain about. Light blue. Well, I was looking for a lighter blue. So I'll just blop that in. And I'm going to have to go back in with all that dark. Can I bring everything back? Alright, I'm just going to check on my hooligan in a bit. He sounds so sad, doesn't he? It's just, he is not. He's just missing me or something. I don't know. I think it's cute. I think cats have a way of making you feel like you are totally neglecting them. They also have a way of making you feel loved. So there's that. So I'll probably put in a weird transition at this point. I'm giving myself nightmares in editing, I'm sure. Alright, so there's dark over here. I'll just, because I feel like, yeah, I already put the highlighter thingies in, so. Now, purple violet, which I have lying around. Is that this one? Yes. It goes even darker, so, and then the aubergine, which I might have lying around. Probably this one. Is it? Yes. Something like mauve. Or just mauve. I don't know. Could just try and be normal. Could try. And I'm gonna grab that light purple. Is that this one? Yes. It's funny because I remember saying that I have like this rule of always grabbing 3 to 5. Seem to be doing that. Alright. Put them off screen. Makes it easier to grab and sharpen. Now this is interesting. I feel like I can work with it though. I mean, it's a sturdy one. It's ugly, but it's sturdy. Sturdy but ugly. So if I kind of treat it right, it might not break. I'd rather just use it. So this is that aubergine. But the cat needed absolutely nothing. Gave him some food, and he just walked away from that and was like, I don't want that. Kept looking up at me. So then I gave him a treat. He ignored that, kept looking at me. Oop, there it went. But I still have a somewhat usable. Is it? Well, I'll find out when I use it. But yeah, I gave him food, no interest. What is that? I hope that is not a car. I have no idea what's going on out there. He's just gonna keep doing that every time I get a new point. I really have no idea what's going on out there. It sounds disturbing. Again. Oh well. And definitely here. So I might want to go even darker, but I feel like I can touch it up with a little something something. There's like some form of line work going over there. Seems like some bloppiness, so just blop that in. We're going one darker, which then should be that violet, purple violet. Wait, didn't I grab a violet? So confused. Was that the? But I used aubergine. Wait, what? Wait, I was gonna go for that, but I then concluded it was too dark. But I might just grab it after all. Because I need some darker bits in here. And this will definitely do that. I mean, it's a little bit off, but maybe if I go over that with the aubergine again, should be good. It'll turn out looking okay. It always does. Just have a little faith. I'm not sure if I'm telling you or myself, but probably both. Becoming like more and more used to the fact that first it kind of looks like some, I don't know, Frankenstein of a gem. And then, you know, you keep going and it turns into something. So this was the purple violet. Just double check before I do anything else. We had the mauve and we had the purple. Yes, we are going in the right order. Sort of. I'm having fun with these gems though. It's like fun colors is more fun to color, I think. This is why I'm kind of saving the dwarf. Also, I mean, I'm kind of looking to work in sort of a direction, and we went from up kind of down and then back right up. So, I mean, it's just not his turn yet. He's just going to have to be patient. Also, those roses, kind of looking forward to those as well. I mean, it's just all those stupid rocks. I don't like rocks, especially stupid ones. I don't like stupid rocks. I guess it's also like, you know, at some point you want to be done with it. You just want to color something else. I want to be done with this, which I do, but I don't feel like I should rush it. I mean, that would just be a shame. We just spent 20 years on that top part. Or, well, it feels like it sometimes. Although it feels like, it really feels like I'm taking forever. But, you know, when, I don't know if that's just a me thing, but while I'm coloring, I kind of don't see it really. And then when I kind of take a break, you know, you kind of get away from the page and then it kind of turns into something all of a sudden. Then you kind of see what you've been doing all that time. Mauve. Mauve? It's just some of these names, well, most names, I have to be ridiculous about. One of these days I'll make a color in chat or color along where I'm like all serious or something, and then people will be like, is that Dodo? Can't be. Gotta be someone else. Oh good, the weirdness is back. It really sounds kind of like some broken machinery thing. Could just get up and check, but I feel like I would have liked some more lines in these stones though. I mean, they'll still look like gems in the end, hopefully. What I find weird though is these are really big and there's like nothing in there. And then we have these tiny ones. Those have the lines in. Oh, that sounds like a healthy car. Alright, so now to that red one, and we have like some sort of dark going on. So I could just sort of put in a little bit. And just grab that dark sepia and just sort of put it in there. put some dark in there. I'm so tempted to color him the next time, but I don't know. All right, red. No. We're gonna need a very red red. Whoa, that is red red. Is this red even more red? What is my most intense red? I feel like I could be using this. So that'll be the Pablo Scarlet. That's like almost black. How am I gonna fix that? I'll just grab the black. Why not? 223. And I'll probably go over that with, well, I'll just use that. I mean, these two look different. So like the dark red and the 217, they look different, but they are strangely the same. I feel like I got all my colors really. So for some reason, I'm going to start with black. Very lightly though, because you don't want to end up with a, well, too much black in there. It might just be a different way to do this, but I'm doing it like this. Just put in black. Whether it's going to turn out exactly how I want, probably not, but it will be darker. We'll find out right now. And I could have just grabbed that Mortum one, but I wanted it to be bright, which sounds really weird. I've put in the black to make sure that it remains bright, but that kind of is my theory now. I've gotten rid of the cat though. It's so quiet now. For now. I mean, I jinxed it. I got his place in the sun ready, even though the sun kind of sort of disappeared for a bit. Maybe that was his issue. Like, I want to lie in the sun, but there is no sun. As if I can just magically create sun. See, it is turning out to be a very dark red. In a very healthy way. Again, time-wise, this is not too bad. Ah, the bee is back. So that's one of those bees that kind of fills up holes in brick walls. I wouldn't know what you call them in English. I don't care. It's a bee. And the front of the house is really in the sun right now, although the sun kind of disappeared. We just established that. Alright, so now into that very red. The Pablo Very Red. Oh, that looks Interesting. I feel like I should use more of that dark to sort of create some sort of transition. Still got to go in there with my highlighter. Oh my god. There's like a little bit of a ventilation thingy in the window. But it just makes it sound like the bee is like inside. Which isn't a bad thing. I mean, it's not where he should be. I don't hate bees. It's just not practical. Alright, so when it comes to, I feel like there's a little bit of a, yes, why not? A little bit over here. Wow. And then a little bit over here. And then this one kind of just has a lot. Should have done the lines on this though. Just gonna go ivory here on the inside. You can just go over that though. Over here it doesn't really matter. Alright, I'm just gonna go over the lines that really annoy me. Because we already found out that you can't actually color over that Posca, so yes over the Posca and no with, well, everything else really. This is kind of annoying too. So like this bit, I'm gonna probably go in with that beige that I did in the background. I used light beige, but I'm gonna try and just cover, ow, stabbed myself with a pencil. But I'm gonna go over that with the beige because I feel that that would actually work the best. Trying not to scrape it off this time. Normally I wouldn't care. What is all that smudgy? Now normally I wouldn't really care if I'm scraping, but I feel like I should try to avoid that. I mean, it'll still happen, but if I can minimize it, that would be awesome. Now, I went for the beige because that white is there. And I noticed that last time when I was doing that, it kind of turns out lighter than the actual pencil is. Alright, so now I'm going to have to fix that. Although it doesn't even look all that bad, but I feel it just looks better like this. Yes, that looks good. See, we learned something. Alright, so the greens we used, I'm gonna go for, I think we use this bluish green. Just feel like that might be the best out of all the ones we used. And into those blues, I'm remembering sapphire and I remember blue. So I'm just going to go for blue. So many very interesting sounding cars in the neighborhood. And then for the purples, which I do still have lying around, I'm going to go for that purple violet. This does definitely work better than that ink thing. So I guess I'm now a Posca fan. And this will just go over. Alright, that does look okay. And this still looks too bright to my liking. It shouldn't look like a line. Can't always help it, but let's just see if we kind of turn the page. Yeah, you know, I'm kind of okay with it. Now I haven't done that part because it's going to be black anyways. I'm going back into this because it's still a little too white. Problem is, if I go for the brownish beige, then that is actually like, yeah, it's I wouldn't say too dark, it's too brown. But I do feel that this works way better than the actual white ink. It's just at some point I was working with these Poscas, going over them and finding, well, that's annoying, it just scrapes off. But it does seem to work better, because now we have, that doesn't look bad. I mean, I'm not too sure about the gems, but we'll just see when we do everything around that. Put it into context, although it's mostly the one with the purple. So I might just want to find a purple that matches. So far the Pablos have been doing pretty well. Maybe just a violet. Maybe. Just try over here. Alright, so that's a no. It's not that. What is... Whoa. Camera slam! Lilac. No, I'm just going to go for purple violet. That should do the trick. Is that this one? Aubergine? No. Purple violet. So I guess I'm slowly coming to the conclusion that I like to use Posca for white lines better. But this is actually after I already sort of colored it, so maybe that's it, I don't know. So for the whitening out the lines, I'm now leaning towards the Posca. Alright, so now that looks good. I'm gonna fix that blue. Just gonna grab that night one and see what that does over here. Ooh, that does seem nice. So we learned another thing. That is awesome. That is why you should subscribe. We find things out together. We really are. It's kind of my plan. Like, I'll just figure things out. And, well, here we are. Figured another thing out. Gives me a little bridge if you like figuring things out. do click the like button. This look gemmy. It's very gemmy. Different on the camera, but the lighting is kind of being annoying again. I feel like it looks kind of good. And time-wise, I mean, this does look very uncolored, but it's just really like that. So it's still the same. I could just do that little bit right there, but I feel like that is part of his clothing or whatever. So I'm not sure what we'll be doing next time. I mean, either I continue down there or, because right now, we kind of started doing that thing and we went down. And then we went back up in the corner. And then from here we kind of went down. So maybe I should just go back into there. Because I mean, I like that cart thingy. Move it. I like the little wheelbarrow with the gems as well. We've just seen how troublesome gems can be. And I do feel like I'm all set up to finish that. Or finish. I might just go for indeed that little bit and then that bit. We'll see how that goes. For now, I think that thing turned out pretty good. That's not bad. Let me just get up because I can't see my screen anymore. Yeah, it does look good. I was going to do something with that as well, wasn't I? I think I just disassembled my chair. Should I be worried? So I just moved my chair and then now I found this. Well, so there's something happening here. Alright, so we're gonna make that lighter. Is anything gonna fall off right now? I feel a bit scared. I'm a little bit scared of my chair right now. Let's just zoom in, or is it good enough? Why am I asking? You cannot answer. Oh yeah, bumped my head. So I want to go over very lightly. And that is not doing anything. That's good. It's just not doing anything. Oh yeah, now we are. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're just scraping it off, which isn't bad. Because actually in the reference there's like a little dot in the middle and then it kind of fades. So these things going outside should fade. Me scraping them off might not be all that bad. Alright, does it still look like a shimmer? It still looks like a shimmer. Alright, I'm gonna find out where this came from. I mean, it's not part of my color. I just heard something fall and I was like, not a pencil. But I was like, how? But this might be... I'm gonna have an interesting day. For now, I really feel like this is about as far as we're gonna get because I don't want to make them too long. So that'll be this part, and then for the next part, I really have no idea. I do feel like it makes sense to just kind of go from here to there. Save the best for last or something. Kind of just makes sense to go zigzaggy, but we'll just see next time. That's how it usually goes. I mean, last time I set maybe that part and we ended up doing gems, so it did turn out pretty good. In my humble opinion. Can we get like everything? Is this everything? This is sort of everything in the screen. Just go a little higher. So we can see that I really do have a mess of pencils over there. So yeah, this is what we have so far. I am very okay with this. I feel like I could have done so much worse. So that'll be it for this time. If you liked the video, do click the like button. If you want to subscribe, please do that too. Turn on your notifications so you know when the next part is going to be up. And if you have a question or maybe like an idea for which page we should do next, that'll be cool too. I mean, I'm leaning towards Winnie the Pooh. So, yeah. I mean, I will end up doing what I want. That is for sure. So I can pick a page that I don't like, and that wouldn't work. Let's just see how that transfer thing is. Whoa! That is so much color on here. Just look at that. I don't know if you can see that, but so much color. Random check. What is that? Wow, that's interesting. Right. Chaotic. Very chaotic. So, for now, thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you back for the next part. And have a good one.